welcome to the Sinclair Paranormal Investigation Agency. Episode 2, The Maxwell Family Farm, Part 1. So it has been 4 days, or it's been 5 days since your last encounter, and you all are headed into work, and I want to know how each of you get to work in the morning. You can start with Brittany.
I don't know, I guess, how far away where is it? Where is our
So,
workplace?
yeah, your workplace is it is in downtown Birmingham.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably either catch a ride with, Matthew O. Sorensen, or I'm gonna walk, because I don't have a car, and I don't have a bike.
I have a motorcycle, so it works out.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive the motorcycle, and I'm gonna insist, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna just, like, sit on the back. I'm gonna force him to sit on the back of his own motorcycle, because I'm evil.
Do you have a legal UK
Nope.
driver's license,
I
Brittany?
don't know how to drive a motorcycle, and I also don't have a license for the UK. I hit multiple trash cans and fire hydrants on the way there.
Wonderful.
You spent like a solid 10 minutes. It's just like riding a horse. It'll be fine. And then I
Yeah,
sat arguing with you like it's nothing the same. It's not even a little the same, but
yeah, yeah. But you caught me like whinnying a little bit and like trying to like stroke the side of
You're
the.
like kicking the side of it with your heel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I do the little thing right before going. I kept calling it cinnamon.
What about James Ritter?
I just take the Epic train system that they've got in England.
All right, what about our detective Sean?
I mean, I just jump in my Mr. Mobile and drive on over, being sure to stay on the left or incorrect side of the street.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna forget that they drive on the wrong side of the road. All right, so you guys enter into the office. I'm gonna re-describe it for you because it's been a little bit. But you see a small flat containing one desktop computer and several file cabinets. On top of the file cabinet sits a newspaper. The flat contains one small office room, which has its mini blind curtains open. The air is musty and slightly moist. The paint is off-white and is crumbling and peeling. The floor is cracked tile, and one of the lights flickers every once in a while. There is a shelf on the rightmost wall that appears to have a bunch of knickknacks on it, and the other wall has one window with a thick set of blackout curtains. There's a loud whirring noise that you take to be the air conditioning, and once again, a calendar on the wall reads Friday, August 16th, 2019, and the time is a little bit after 8. There is a small bathroom connected to the flat. It has a sink with a large mirror and a single toilet, and there's a coffee machine with various sweeteners and creamers on the side wall. You notice that Annabelle is sitting in her office. The mini blinds are open, and she appears to be furiously typing on a keyboard.
I look around. I say hello, everyone. First of all, hey Doc, how's it going?
Oh, just happy to be here.
Have a good night.
It was a bit restless. I was being pretty active with my research last night.
Oh, nice. All right.
I did well. I have concluded a little bit of research that I was doing over this week. I happened to have snagged something from that house. I didn't completely realize what I'd taken until I was already home, but I've completely analyzed it and found no traces of the supernatural. It's this bracelet
of course
here
you
at
want it.
the house.
You didn't find traces of the supernatural, like a spider hanging on to it. Like, what are you talking about?
Well,
Traces,
I
it
would
doesn't
have.
matter. I'm getting caught up on. I'm getting hung up on the specifics.
Well, that is true. I haven't figured out the nature of that spider yet, but I don't know if this bracelet specifically is connected. It just seems like a normal bracelet. It is It's made of 16 karat gold, and there's no stones or gems on it, but it is intricately made, and maybe we can get a little bonus out of it. It has the name of the woman living there, Eunice, on it, but
Oh, Eunice, you say? So that lady, interesting. So my police contact actually told me a woman named Eunice was still living there, and as far as he knew, she was still paying her bills and everything. There's been no reports about anything untoward going on in the house other than a couple disturbances.
What kind of
Bills-
disturbances?
Just loud noises. Every time he said they investigated, they didn't really find anything.
It's probably just like a sun or something. You
The
know?
last thing they noticed was that Eunice had filed an official government report about out-of-control spiders. She called the police. We thought it was odd, so we referred her to. They referred her to an exterminator. So I'm guessing that this large spider, Eunice's death, and the paid bills are all related because someone's paying those bills, and it's not Eunice.
we may have to contact the exterminator. Seems like they might know more.
Yeah. Does anyone know anyone at the phone company?
Well, listen, here, wait. I'm all for being gung ho about this, but like, is that what we're being paid to do to continue to investigate this? Are we getting paid by? I would, to be honest, I wasn't really listening. I might get a little scatterbrained. Are we getting paid by the job or by the hour? Or what's going on here?
Well, it's irrelevant. Surely you just want to know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she promises money.
I already know what I know. I'm only in the business of making sure that crazy people don't get the wrong idea about the world and spread their little lies to everybody.
So as you guys finish up this conversation, Annabelle comes bursting through the door and she says, "All right, everyone, I know it's been a slow couple days, but we've got our first hit, and it could be a big one. It really could. Quick, get on that computer and look at the email. It came in late last night, and I would have called you in overnight, but we haven't really gotten to know each other super well. I don't know if you guys would be all right with this, and I'm sure they're okay over there. Well, but you guys are going to get in there and figure this out. So quick, check that email."
I'm doing it. I'm checking the email. Oh.
So this is from maxwellfamilyfarm@gmail.com, and it's to the SPIA. And it goes, "My name is Rick. I run the Maxwell Family Farm in Tamworth. I've lived on this farm for 25 years, and things have been fine. The odd crop harvest every once in a while, but nothing like this. If you don't know, I'm widely loved for making the most intricate and difficult corn mazes around. I'll make them look like horses or knights in shining armor. It's a huge attraction, and we get lots of visitors. This year was no exception. I designed the maze to look like a fractal. If you haven't seen one, I've attached it to this email. I wanted a maze which would be harder than ever before. The challenge seekers would flock to this maze, trying to beat it as quickly as possible. And the kids would go in, likely giving up, following their path back to the start. I even found a really unique scarecrow online to put right in the middle of it as a prize. I spent months preparing the maze, making sure it grew correctly. I used a drone to take pictures and advertise. I even got an article written about me in the local paper. The most difficult corn maze in the UK, it said. But I didn't want this. No, it was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be a challenge, but not like this. Today was opening day. We had a huge turnout. I mean, thousands of people. The ticket sales were enough to make my eyes water. We nearly sold out of good pumpkins by noon. Several people had gone into the maze and given up, heading back out the start. No issue, right? But then a group of kids I know love to time themselves going through showed up. I expected them to be here today, and they asked me to start the timer, and I did, and they headed off into the corn maze. Hours go by. The park begins to thin. More and more people enter the maze but don't come out, and I figured the maze would take a while, but glancing at my timer, it had been almost 4 hours. I had gone through the maze many times, and so had my son Billy. Oh, Billy. It never took 4 hours, okay? Never. I began to get worried, so I called Billy over and asked him to run through the maze to make sure everything was okay. He knew the maze well. It should have been no problem. But Billy went in, and there I sat. 10 minutes passed. 15. 20. When it hit 30 minutes, I knew something was wrong, and I rushed inside and told Margaret to call the authorities and tell them we had lost people in the maze. I grabbed my drone and from the counter and rushed back outside. To my surprise, the farm was completely empty now. There were dozens of cars in the lot, but no soul could be seen in the pumpkin patch or the tractor ride. It couldn't all be in the maze. It's not that big. I launched the drone and flew it over the maze, and when I got a good look at the camera, my eyes began to tear up. No one was in the maze. It was empty. But it couldn't be empty. Where were all the people? Where was Billy? I ran back inside, forsaking the drone, and took the phone from Margaret. I demanded the police rush over here. I told them I had hundreds of people lost in my corn maze, and they didn't believe me. Margaret is calling me insane. She says they must have walked through the field rather than following the paths. She blames me for making the maze too hard. When the police arrived, they said similar things, but they went into the maze around 3 p.m., and it's now been an hour, and I'm sure they're dead. I'm sure they're all dead. But I can't let go. I can't let Billy go. Hence why I'm reaching out to you. I've never gave paranormal places like you any thought, but this maze is not natural. This maze is evil. Please, help save my boy and the others.
Whoa. This is heavy, guys.
And Annabelle goes, okay, we need you to head over there quick, because this was sent last night. I imagine that this poor man, Maxwell, he's not doing well, I imagine, and this is our first job, so we really got to make a good impression.
What a poor fool. I've done incredible research on things like this. Fractals are a way into a passageway into the unknown.
Fractals are a passageway into the unknown.
They're unknowable as far as humans are concerned.
They're unknowable? Then how do we know what they are? What are you talking about? Did you go to
Guys,
school?
let's head over there. You guys can argue on the way. You guys need to bring anything? I'm going to bring old Betsy.
Annabelle goes, oh, well, you guys are welcome to raid the supply cabinet. Well, it's more of a box, but over there's some flashlights. There's a few like useful tools like a crowbar and things like that. Feel free to take what you need.
I grab a crowbar, a flashlight, although I have my own flashlight.
Annabelle, do you have a couple blank notebooks I can borrow?
Yeah, of course. There should be some in that box as well, along with some pens.
I take a crowbar and a flashlight.
All right, so I grab my, I pat my old Betsy. I make sure my flask is full, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready, guys. And I go to my van and say, you guys coming?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
I'm interested in just understanding the design of this maze.
And I have the crowbar with me now, too.
So this farm is located at Walting Street, Hints, Tamworth, B78 3DF, United Kingdom. They got some wild addresses over there across the pond. And you're welcome to look that up on Google Maps so that you have a top-down view of the location.
Oh, it's a real address?
Yep.
Nice.
But when you look up that address as Sean drives, one of you is pulling up the maps to help get you there, you see that it's just a simple little farm. There's mostly greenery. There's one large farmhouse and some different barns and things like that, and then you can see the large corn maze off to the side, which he's so proud of, and it very similarly matches the design that was linked on the email. They must have just happened to have a Google Maps update. So it takes about 30 minutes to get there from your office, and so you pull in probably around 9:30, 10ish in the morning.
Okay, on the way, I'm looking over notes about fractals and whatnot, so I get my undergraduate in mathematics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you would know this from your undergraduate, but a fractal is a pattern that continues and repeats itself, getting smaller and smaller, and it's very mesmerizing to look at large fractals.
I cannot believe that this farmer literally decided that I'm going to make a corn maze that is like a closed shape that goes on forever, and I'm not going to expect people to get lost in it. Dumbass.
Was it your institution that taught you that fractals were a gateway into the unknown, or was that something you merely figured out yourself?
I'm thinking, I think much of my professors would not take very kindly to such propositions.
Proposition what? Of you discovering something on your own, or fractals being a gateway into the unknown?
There are certain things that I believe are lying underneath the surface. I believe things are connected in ways that they don't understand.
Huh.
Deep.
Yeah, well, if you figure out any of those connections, let me know. You know, anything big.
I'm trying to understand coincidences that I've been running into, including you, Matthew.
Yeah, well, if you're looking out for coincidence, you'll always find them. That's what I think.
All right, so you guys have a fairly easy drive up to the farm. Traffic's not too bad because you're past rush hour. And as you pull into the address, you see a small farm nestled in a peaceful rural setting. The Maxwell family farm is charming, sprawling property surrounded by gentle rolling fields. At the heart of the farm stands a large traditional farm home, its wooden exterior weathered to a warm golden hue by the sun. The home has a wide, inviting front porch, perfect for sitting on rocking chairs and enjoying the tranquil surroundings. Tall oak trees line the driveway, providing shade and a sense of history to the place. So you guys are making your way up this long gravel driveway, and as you get further onto the farm, you're greeted by vibrant colors of pumpkin patch. The earth is dotted with bright orange pumpkins of all sizes, nestled among sprawling vines. The scene begins to fill you with nostalgia and joy, until you notice where children would normally be seen eagerly picking out their perfect pumpkins. Police cars sit abandoned. The sound of tears from the farm home can be heard, turning the otherwise joyous scene into an eerie tragedy.
Ugh.
I walk up and knock on the door.
Yeah, so when you knock on the door, you actually hear someone go, "Hey, who's that?" And they are walking over from one of the detached barns. And it's an older man, slightly gray hair with denim overalls on and a white t-shirt underneath.
Yell back. Sinclair Paranormal Investigation Agency, you called for us?
He says, "Oh, I didn't think you guys would come. I had given up on you. I was just getting ready to actually burn the maze to the ground." And he's carrying a jerry can of fuel. And he goes, "This maze is evil, and I sent that email last night, and you guys never responded. So I thought I had to take matters in my own hands. But since you're here, please, can you save my boy?"
Yeah, probably, but that's not a bad start. What do you guys think? Burn it to the ground first?
If there's kids lost in the maze, we probably shouldn't burn it down.
Yeah, but it might
Right.
release them, right?
So wait, farmer. No shade. But we didn't respond to your email for what was it? Oh, it's been about 8-9 hours since you sent the email, and it took you that long to give up on any hope of recovering any of those people in that maze.
You only gave us like 3 working hours, because we don't even get to work until like 9. Come on, man.
There's no one in the maze. I've looked on the drone. They're gone, but I don't know where they went.
Haunted mazes are a very routine thing for us. Don't you worry. We're gonna have your boy out and about in no time.
We handle this kind of thing all the time.
All the
Just
time.
the other day.
We have an American with us. She knows everything about corn.
Yep, I was raised on corn.
I want to believe you all, but I've never seen anything like this, and I've got nowhere else to turn. So if you guys can't do anything, then this maze has to go. It can't take more people.
Like we said, this is very routine for us. Don't you worry. We're gonna have your freak son and all of his freak friends out of their maze orgy or whatever they're doing in there in no time. Don't you worry.
He looks slightly hopeful, but also slightly offended.
I take her aside. I'm like, hey, what kind of drugs did you do last night? Because like,
Oh my god, man, I'm riding tonight. Oh, I took something out of your stash.
no more whippets. Here, have a drink and sober up. And I hand her my scotch.
Man, you're the only person here that's, offered me alcohol. It's just crazy because I'm in Britain.
So wait, did you take my alcohol or did you not take my alcohol?
I took your alcohol. I took like a massive swig of it and handed it back.
All right, I'm like, yeah. Now that'll get you going. All right, let's go figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, while this exchange is going on, I gently put my hand on the shoulder of the farmer and I say, "Hey, this I know it's you can't explain what's going on, but that doesn't mean the maze is evil. We'll figure this out. It's fine. There's nothing paranormal." I know this is Rich coming from the place I'm working for, but it can all be explained and we'll figure it out in a second. It'll all be fine. You don't need to freak out and burn the place down. Your son is okay. We'll find him.
Thank you so much. You're welcome to use anything you need here, but I'm not going near that maze. Not until you find out what's going on with it and bring those people back.
Rick,
That's
can you
valid.
tell me what formula or what series you used to develop this fractal?
I just found it. I just found an image online. I'm not much of a math person. It's a similar image to the one that I sent you. I thought the pattern looked interesting and that it would stump those darn kids who were always racing through it, and
I guess it did.
it was too much for them.
What's the website? Can you show it to us?
Yeah, I can. I'll have to go inside to the laptop, but I can show you the image I got it from.
Give me the path. I'm gonna go check out the maze. How about you guys check out this fractal website?
Is it a good idea for you to go alone?
What, you scared of a little corn and a scarecrow?
Of course not, but did you say you're gonna go alone?
Yeah, I'll join you.
All right, you guys take a look at this website. We're gonna go check out that maze.
He goes, "Okay, I have some backup versions of the map, but here they are," and he hands them to you, and it's a similar image to the one you saw on the email, and it has a red Sharpie line drawing the path through the map to the center where that the like the prize is to get to the center of the maze. And he goes, you enter in from right over there, and there's a way to exit once you get to the center over there on the left. And he goes, if you two want to come in, I can show you where the laptop is. Just make sure you're careful. There are a lot of those police officers never came back, and I never heard any ruckus from them.
We'll FaceTime once we get to the maze, so you guys can see our progress.
So we'll deal with the people going into the house first. And that is who's going into the house?
Brittany, me.
I'll go in.
Okay, so so Rick opens the door and leads you two into the house, and when you get in, you see a woman aggressively washing dishes at the sink. She's kind of just scrubbing the same dish really, really hard. And you see the kitchen on the left and the living room on the right, and there's a large staircase that goes upstairs. And Rick takes you past the entrance to the kitchen, along the staircase, and to a office room where he has photos of him with some different farm animals and some different pumpkins. He's got a clipping of his newspaper article hung up on the wall, and some photos of the previous year's mazes. And he takes you over to his laptop and he turns it around and he Googles fractal images and hits enter, and it pulls up various images, and he clicks on the one that he used, and he said, "This is the one that I used to make the maze." It seems like it's just from a random math website, but it looked interesting enough and easy enough to have grow.
I'm gonna write down the website.
Did you, by any chance, when you were on this website, notice anything insane, like weird static? Perhaps the air felt heavy. Perhaps you felt more insane.
No, nothing like that. Everything seemed rather normal.
Cool. When you were making this maze, did you notice anything weird? Did you perhaps see spiders anywhere?
Well, spiders are fairly normal in a corn maze. They'll run off. I see the cat that wanders around the farm sometimes. He made his way into the maze while I was working on it, and I did feel like I got a little dizzy sometimes. Doing these circular patterns, but I figured it was just my wits getting to me. I worked really hard on this maze. It's my largest one yet.
We've heard. That's really impressive. We're gonna have to, if you're the one who called us, you're the one who decided that this was bad enough to warrant calling some crackpot paranormal investigation agency, okay? So you better just sit down and tell me every single vaguely bizarre thing that happened. Did anything happen while you were planting the corn or growing the maize? Did you notice birds stopped calling while you were doing stuff in the field? Did you at any point find a Necronomicon or spill blood upon the field? Did you know of anyone that died in the field before you bought it? Was your grandfather evil? Did he kill anyone in the maze? Stuff like that.
Well, my family's owned this property for several generations. We've had no significant deaths, nothing out in the field by any means. As far as I know, my heritage is just humble farmers. I mean, I mentioned the dizziness, but nothing else abnormal happened. It was just a routine, day's work.
I bet you're just low on iron. Damn it. Okay, doctor, do you have anything?
I can't think of anything. I'm just trying to take in all the information that we have possible, just to see if there's any strange patterns. But as far as I can tell, it seems pretty normal.
Wait, does the name Eunice? What was that girl? Wait, doctor. What was that girl's name? That woman, Eunice Montgomery or something?
Uh, I know her name is Eunice. I don't know her last name.
Okay, she doesn't have a last name. She doesn't need one. Does the name Eunice or 105 Hilltop Road mean anything to you, Rick? Can I call you Rick? I'm gonna call you Rick.
I've never. I mean, I may have met a Eunice once, but nothing to do with Hilltop Road, or I'm not familiar with anything along those lines.
How about the name Neil Ligorio?
Never heard of it. How is this helping me get my son back from the maze?
Listen, sir, I'm a professional and you're just gonna have to trust us, okay? I went to college. Did you go to college?
No, I've worked on this farm my whole life.
Well, you should trust a college-educated lady.
Uh,
Thank you.
yes. Brittany here's quite the professional. Yeah.
Yeah. I have most of my bachelor's degree.
Most of it? I thought you said you were
I
college
don't want to get
educated.
into it. This is about you right now.
So do you guys have like tools, things like that that'll help you, stop whatever's causing this?
Of course. Here we have, and I pull up my brass knuckles. Yeah, these brass knuckles were blessed by a priest, so I can punch ghosts with them. This lacrosse stick was also blessed by a priest, so I can hit ghosts with it. This crowbar, also blessed by a priest, so I can hit ghosts with it. And the doctor here, actually, every single day he drinks his weight in holy water, and then also just eats a bunch of garlic, so he's basically immune.
So his face kind of goes long, and you hear him mutter, "My son's dead."
Brittany, I think it'd be better if we gathered some more information outside for a moment.
Righto you are, doctor, since we're not getting anything for this fuckface right here. All he's got is a dead son. We've got more than that.
I thought you were gonna save him.
Listen, we might recover his body. You're the one that's being a downer here, not me.
Brittany, please. Rick, we're gonna do everything we can to find your son. We definitely don't know he's dead, and I'm going to glare at Brittany and be like, let's go.
As you walk past the staircase, the DM intrude on Dr. James Ritter. So you get 1 XP, and you get to give 1 to another person.
Okay, are you putting that on?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. I guess I'll give it to Brittany.
Okay, so as you walk past the stair, you hear light footsteps coming down the stairs.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Jacob?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm looking at the how to play the game thing again. So he just got an XP point or something. Why did that happen?
The reason that happened is because I'm doing a DM intrusion, so it's an adjustment to the game that makes things generally more difficult for you all, but in return, 2 of you get 1 XP point, and it's the main way of you gaining XP throughout the game.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. Go on.
Yeah, and one of the things you can do with XP is refuse a DM intrusion, but if you refuse the intrusion, you don't get any more XP. So it's basically just a method of the game allowing me to give you XP when I add flavor to the game. So James, you hear some light footsteps come down the stairs, and you see a little girl in a princess outfit, and she's got tears running down her face, and she cries out for her mom. She goes, "Mom, Mom." And she says, Billy was supposed to come for the tea party and he hasn't shown up yet. And you hear the dishes stop. No one's doing dishes anymore. And you hear a shaken voice come from the kitchen and say, "Billy's helping Dad. He might not be here for tea." And the girl drops down to the ground in front of you, James, and she starts crying and she says, "Billy never misses out on tea time. When will he be back?" And you hear slight sobbing from the kitchen. And the daughter continues to just cry at the bottom of the stairs.
Hello, what's your name, little girl?
"Oh, my name's Mary. Who are you?"
my name's Dr. Ritter, and I'm actually quite knowledgeable at tea. Would you care if I stepped in for Billy? I mean, he's a bit busy right now.
Well, I mean, if Billy's busy, then of course we've got an extra seat at the table. And she grabs your hand and starts to drag you up the stairs.
Uh, okay, yeah, I'll follow her up the stairs.
Yeah, so she pulls you up into her room, and her room is decorated with pink walls, and there's like a cardboard cutout of like a little pink princess castle that's been taped up to the wall, and it's like hand drawn and hand cut out. And she has this little table set up with some stuffed animals on these little chairs, and then there's two empty chairs, and she sits down at hers, and she ushers you to sit down at your chair.
I'm gonna take it out, kind of sit on it. I hope is it like big enough for me to sit on, or
It's
is it?
pretty small, but you can kind of crouch down on it. And she begins to pour with her little teapot, but there's no tea coming out. She's just pretending to fill up the cups. And she goes, "Billy always comes to tea party, but he's been busy today." Mom keeps saying, and I'm happy that you're here. This is Mr. Snuffles, and she points to one of the stuffed animals, and she says, "Oh, and this one here is Glow Bear. He glows." And she like pokes him, and he lights up a little bit. And she says,
Oh,
"So, what's your name? What you said you're a doctor, aren't you?"
yes, my name. You can call me James.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, James. And Mr. Snuffin says that she's happy to have a new person at the table.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'm just amazed about this little tea setup you have. It's quite fancy.
Oh, why, thank you. And we'll cut from there over to the guys headed to the maze. So you guys you see a cornfield in front of you. There's the entrance that Rick pointed out, and then there's the exit on the left. It doesn't look like the corn stands probably a good 3 or 4 feet taller than you both of you, and it's the house is to your back, and then to your right is the pumpkin patch with the tractor ride in the barn.
I look over to Sean and I say, well, and I slowly put on a pair of gloves, and I say, well, my good for nothing dad didn't do much for me. One of the few things he does, he's very insistent that I learn how to track things. He was a big hunter, but he taught me to track basically anything, not just animals. So I begin to get real down low to the dirt, and I start examining all the tracks, and I begin using my follow the trail ability. It says when you apply effort to perception or tracking task to find a specific person or place, you apply a free level of effort. So just whenever that comes up.
Hey, wait, and I say, man, Doc, you're really good at that. I really believe you can do that. Really, really good. And I keep talking about how great he is at it. And I use my encouragement ability.
Yeah, so to use your encouragement ability, Sean, you'll want to drop 1 intellect point, and then that will ease Matthew's task by 1 step. So Matthew, we're gonna have you make, since are you looking for specifically Billy? What are you looking for?
Sure. Yeah. I was moved by the farmer's story, and I looked for Billy first.
So since you're looking specifically for Billy, we're gonna call that a level 6 tracking task, because it's gonna be hard to pull out Billy's individual footprints. But since Sean is encouraging you, you're gonna have a level 5 task, and then so it says when you apply effort, you drop.
I can apply effort for free. Yeah.
Okay, so then applying effort uses it by 1 task as well. So you will be at a level 4, which is a DC 12.
Okay. Am I still able to apply another effort on top of that?
Yes, if you would like to spend, you would be looking at intellect points here. Since you have an intellect edge, it only costs 2 intellect points to apply a level of effort.
So I go down to 13.
You go down to 13.
Yep. I'll go ahead and do that.
So that makes it a level 4, which is wait, did I say level 5 before? I did. No, 6, 5, 4, level 3, so it's DC 9.
All right, yep. I'll go ahead and do that. I rolled a 9.
All right, meets it, beats it. So yeah, you actually pick out. It's a trampled pathway, so there are so many footprints going into this corn maze. But One of the footprints stands out to you a little more than the others. It's actually seems like they're barefoot, and none of the other footprints have anything but shoe prints. And so you surmise that, well, he's a farm boy, he lives on a farm, and surely he would run in there barefoot. That must be Billy's footprints, and you see them headed in toward the maze.
Well, cop, it looks like I got myself a trail. We down to follow?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so you all enter in and you begin to follow the map. Now I want Sean to make a, let's call it like a navigation check. Like how well are you able to follow this map through the maze? So that'll be, we'll call that a level 4 intellect check.
A level 4.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time I'll be looking at the map also and kind of reasoning with him.
Especially comparing to the footprints. So it was going to be a level 4, but since Matthew is following the footprints and they seem to be going on the right path, we're going to make it a level 3. So it's a DC 9.
You have to roll a 9. I got an 18. Booyah.
Yeah, so you continue to follow the map, and it seems like you're following the path just as it's defined, and the bare footprints continue. You see many of the other footprints branch off into different directions, but the bare footprints are headed the direct path that you can see on the map, and you're confident that you're following the right direction.
As we go, I also am looking like as much as I can to see if there's anything unusual about the corn maze. Also, how thick are the walls of the corn maze? Can I see that?
Yeah, you can see that. So the walls, some places they may be slightly thinner. You can see the path from the other side, but much of the area is fairly dense. Like you can see light through it, but you'd really have to like get your hands in there and move the corn aside to be able to see through to another path.
Okay, gotcha.
And then as you guys are looking through the corn maze, we're going to cut back over to Brittany and James. And so Brittany, you see James head down the stairs, and he actually has some makeup around his lips and some pink on his cheeks, and he's a little bit sparkly.
You look amazing. Oh my god, I wish you dressed like this all the time.
Brittany, I hope if you don't say anything about this, I won't say anything about your poor performance with Rick.
I actually wish you would talk about that more, because honestly, I feel really proud of myself. You know, it's a little bit of good cop, bad cop thing. I learned that from Sean.
I don't think it's a good cop, bad cop thing. It's incompetent cop and quiet cop.
No, I don't really know what you're talking about, but honestly, you look amazing. What did you learn from that little girl? Did she talk about her brother? Did she talk about maybe the cornfield being evil? Was Satan ever mentioned?
No, she seems extremely fond about her brother, and she's got 2 stuffed animals with names. Unless they're possessed, I don't think anything supernatural's going on with that.
Were you getting a possessed vibe from the stuffed animals?
Well, maybe there's something that possesses little girls to put makeup on adult men, but other than that, no, nothing.
Honestly, I think from that, she's probably safe. Like, I think that was probably, like, God protecting her because she put makeup on you because you look, like I said, just pitch perfect. Okay, what do you want to do now, Doc?
Well, I would love to get a closer look at this fractal maze. It's incredible that some farmer could pull it off.
So as you guys step out the main door, you see the maze in front of you. You see no sign of Matthew or Sean, and you see the parking lot off to the left, the corn maze in front of you. To the right is the pumpkin patch with the tractor pole, and then the barn is off to the right as well. And you're standing on that large front porch.
Did they go in without us?
Of course they did. They're men. You and I, we're soy boys.
We could follow in after them. Maybe. Does the tractor look taller than the cornfield?
It's not taller than the cornfield. You think if you stood on the tractor, you may be able to see just above the field.
Can we take the tractor into the cornfield?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I'd be scared of running over anyone inside.
Well, tractors go like 4 miles an hour. I'm sure it's going to be fine. If they get hit, they're already dead, and then that's not our problem.
It would destroy the beautiful pattern that this farmer has worked on. I think that's a bit too hasty. I'm gonna start climbing up onto the tractor.
Yeah, so you stand on the tractor and you can see slightly above the corn maze now, and you look out over this sea of corn, and you can see the gaps where the different pathways start and end as you look across it, and it extends out a fairly good distance. But then eventually you see the corn kind of stops in this large square, and it seems like it's just field off past that.
I'm gonna check two things. First, if I can see that either of the two of them, and I'm gonna see if the cornfield does match up with the map provided.
You don't have a wonderful vantage point, but you cannot see either of the two of them. And it's just a lot of you're like, imagine you're at like a 20-degree angle over the top of it. So it's hard to really get a grasp on if it matches the map or not.
Can we look at those pictures of the drone shots he took and see if they look the same?
Oh, that's true.
Pictures of what, Brittany?
The drones. So that guy got drone shots. Like, I think that's a good idea to like compare and see if what we're looking at currently at the field looks similar or the same to what the farmer took the pictures of. So like, can we see the drone shot photos?
Yeah, you actually notice at the entry booth, which is near the front of the house, it has like a picture of the actual maze and then a picture of like the promotional material up on it. And so you can see that the real maze does match up with the map provided.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Rashawn and Matthew.
Yes, what do you shout?
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey guys, can you hear me?"
So you guys hear a little bit of a voice off in the distance, but you can't really make out what it says.
Like, hey, Doc, did you hear that?
Well, I'm no doctor, but I did hear something. Probably, I guess the other's calling out for you. Do you have any kind of whistle or a heavy set of lungs on you?
No, but I got something else. And I take out my gun. I shoot out one bullet into the air.
What it is, like, oh, holy shit! And I crouch down to the floor and put my hands around my ears. And he goes, "What the hell?"
And I'm like, all right, they'll hear that. They'll know we're out here now.
Doctor, did you hear that? That was the sound of freedom. My God. Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I say. The American will come right to me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the two people back at the home definitely hear a loud gunshot from the middle of the field.
Well, either something's gone wrong or they're being foolish. I count on Sean being a fool. I guess we got to go in
The
there.
speak gun. That was a happy gun. We must go to it.
Yeah, Americans you can tell when it's shot straight in the air and a happy.
I'm gonna try to walk into the maze and follow the map as closely as I can along the red path.
Sure. So you again will need to make a level 4 mapping task.
So, does my eidetic ability to memorize things affect? Like it says, I'm good at recalling details of geography and such. Does that affect my ability to like follow the pathway?
Yes. Let me look at that real quick. Does that just make you photographic memory?
Yeah, perfect memory. So I thought like maybe if I could I could count like how many like turns we've passed and whatnot, it'd make me good at following a maze.
Yeah, I think that would definitely help. So we can make it a level 3 investigation or level 3 mapping check.
Okay, I'm gonna make a roll.
So it's a DC 9.
Oh, I got a 1.
Oh, so on a nat 1, I get to DM intrude with no XP. So you begin to follow the map through the maze, and you're really focusing on that image that you saw on the welcome desk, that over the top image, and you're comparing it to this map you have in your hand because you have such a good photographic memory, and you're spending so much time looking at the map and thinking about that image in your head that you kind of like run into the corner a few times and you're like, what the heck, I keep running into stuff, I gotta stop focusing on this so much. And by the time you come to your senses, Brittany's actually headed off the wrong direction, and she's like 20 feet in front of you, and she's moving the wrong way.
Brittany, I'm a master at fractals. You need to follow me. I can figure this
No,
out.
you don't understand. The gun.
Yeah, she keeps going.
Brittany, please. And I start like kind of briskly walking, following her.
Oh, damn it. This is someone briskly following me from behind. I get scared and I start running.
Brittany, what's wrong? And I'm gonna start trying to run after her.
Okay, nah, I'm just kidding. Okay.
You two begin to run through the maze for just a short period, and then Brittany comes to her senses and stops. And now you are surrounded by different pathways that you aren't for sure exactly where they line up with the map.
Can we yell? I want to yell.
Yeah, you can yell.
I yell really loud. Hey, you guys in here? But like loud. You want me to do it? I can do it.
No, it's fine. Brittany and James, you the area around you is silent.
I guess we're lost forever.
Seems like we're lost. I think the best thing we can do is try. Well, I would try to memorize all the turns that we pass and map it onto the course, but since it is a fractal, it's endlessly repeating. So,
Well, we're not actually inside of a fractal, are we? Like, we're just in a maze. We're like, it's corn. We're in a corn maze.
As you guys contemplate your next direction, we're going to jump back over to Matthew and Sean.
I'm like, man, where are those guys? I pull up my cell phone and I call them.
Yeah, it goes immediately to voicemail as if they have no service.
They blocked me apparently. I knew those guys didn't like me.
Or just country service.
I tried to call Matthew to see if my phone's working. Let me check these phones, Matt, and I try to call him.
Yeah, Matthew's phone begins to ring.
Well, that's weird. Have you been like sending unwanted text?
I mean, I thought, I obviously thought Brittany was kind of cute, so I might have sent a couple flirtatious texts. That's okay. Hey, how about you try to call him? See if yours works.
Yeah, weird. I'm just, you know what? I don't feel like getting into it. I'm gonna forget that you said that. I'm gonna try to call Brittany.
You try to call Brittany, it goes straight to voicemail.
Oh, they blocked both of us, huh?
Well, that's awkward. I'm the one giving her, housing.
Wait, are you guys an item? Should I lay off? Because,
an item? No, I don't. I mean, I just attract weirdos. Point, example, and I look and I just gesture towards him. Anyway, let's just get this done with. Who knows? Maybe they're just like in the house. Then maybe they're in the they turned around and went into the basement of the house or something.
How close are we to the center of the maze?
You do not know.
Okay, so I take my crowbar. What did you get? Do you have anything, Matthew?
Well, I got all the things like normal in my backpack.
Do you have anything metal that's hard?
Yeah, I also, funnily enough, have my own personal crowbar.
Okay, I'm like, hey, can I borrow your crowbar?
Can you? Yeah.
And I take the two crowbars and I start banging them together real loud. Like, this has two benefits. It scares away ghosts, and other people can hear it, hopefully, through a maze. And I'm banging them together as loud as I can.
Listen, you can do the whole ghost dance charade in front of everybody else. Don't fuck around with me.
I'm telling you, there's something more to it. I've seen things, man. Things you can't even understand. And I just, I turn away, all dejected, but then I keep banging the two things together.
So do you two continue to walk?
Yeah, we're walking towards the center, but I'm trying to bang these together so the other two can hear this loud clanging noise.
All right, so I'm going to intrude on Matthew.
Okay.
So you get 1 XP. Who would you like to give your other XP to?
I'll give it to Sean.
Yeah, baby.
So Matthew, as you stumble through the corn, you hear a rustling off to the side of you. And you look over, and you see a small black cat with a white splotch on its face hop out from the corn. And he makes his way towards you, and he kind of meows, and he kind of comes up and rubs on your leg.
I love cats, so I pick it up and start petting it.
It's purring. It loves it. It's like rubbing up against you, and it's making the loudest purring noise, and it starts to like grab onto you with its claws a little bit, and then it kind of wriggles like it wants you to put it down.
Sure. Yeah, I let it down.
You let it down, and it scampers off down one of the pathways to your left.
Okay.
Okay, let's follow that cat.
Well, what about the trail? Does the trail go a different way?
I got the map. We'll take notes as we go different ways from the trail because I got my pen and pencil as well. So I'm going to pick an X where we're at, and then I'm going to draw a line as we go.
Okay. Does the trail go, or does the path, the footprints go a different way or the same way?
The footprints go a different way than the cat ran.
So I'm going to go. I'm saying let's just see what this cat's doing. And then I use my perception. Did I notice any pictures of cats inside the house?
The farmer mentioned a cat.
Did he mention what it looked like?
Oh, he just mentioned that like there was a cat, but he didn't mention that they owned it.
All right. So I'm saying we follow the cat, but at the same time we use this map and we annotate where we're at and try to make a trail from our current location.
I will start, and I should have been doing this sooner. I'm like, why am I not thinking about this until now? I start breaking corn stalks and like laying like a
Smart.
lined path of what we start taking. And I specifically leave an X where we diverted.
Perfect. That's even better than my notes.
You begin to follow the way this cat ran. You can no longer see the cat, but you know he went left in front of you, and you mark down the pathways as you go. It seems to match up with the map, but as you get a little bit further, you come to this split where, you know, maybe it matches up with the map a little bit, but it seems a little off. I mean, it's quite a repeating corn maze.
Okay, at the split. Now bang these together this whole time. Have we made any progress with communication?
No, you don't have any response to your banging of your.
All right.
We've completely lost the cat at this point.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just like, well, can't find the cat anymore. Let's head back and try to go back to the boys' tracks.
Am I noticing that this path doesn't appear to be on the map?
It seems like it could be, but it would be a deviation from the very, very accurate pathways that have been made in the map. It seems like it, you know, there is a left path, but it curves a little bit more than it should on the map.
Hey, Matt, look
Yeah.
at this, man.
Yeah.
See, here's the map, and it should look like this, but look, it looks like this instead. Should we go check it out, or you think we should go find those people and then come back and check it out?
Yeah. The boy. I don't know. I am worried about this boy. I'll be honest. We'll come back to this. We left a very good trail.
Let's make a trail to this spot. We'll head to the center and check that out, and then we can come
Yep.
back and investigate this.
Yep.
I'm down. So we do that.
So as you turn back the other direction, you see Matthew's corn stalks that he's knocked over, and you make a left turn following the broken corn stalks. But now there is it shoots off to the left in a curve, and then there's a straight 90-degree right turn in front of you, and there are no corn stalks broken. And we're going to enter horror mode. So for this next section, since you two are split up, I am going to have Matthew and Sean drop down to the break room, and I'll drag Sean there, and I'll bring you back up in no more than 10 minutes. So you all are at this impasse where you don't know which direction to go, or you don't know which direction is the next direction. Nothing matches the map. The way you came from looks similar to where you came from, or similar to what it did when you came down it, but there's like a path that curves off to the left, and then another path that curves off of that path and does like a 180 to the right.
Okay.
Brittany, I think at this point, I didn't mark the path we came from because I have a very good memory, and it seems like we got lost because perhaps I got distracted. But I say at this point, we just look at the sun and we just follow the sun in a single direction through the corn stalk. I mean, I don't think Rick is going to mind if we break a couple of rules.
Exactly. Also, how tall is this corn?
It's about 2-3 feet taller than you.
Okay. I'm tall for a woman, but I'm not crazy tall. I'm probably like 5'9" or something like that. How tall are you, James?
I think I'm about the same height, a little below average.
You get on my shoulders. From your character
Oh.
description, at first, you said that you were a weaselly little man. I played lacrosse.
That is true. I may have changed my height a little bit. I am small.
Yet, well, you're certainly not under 2 feet tall. If you get on my shoulders, you've got a really good memory and stuff, and you're just gonna be able to see where we're going better. You might be able to see the others, or at least, throw something in the air.
I don't think I will get a better vantage on top of you as I would from the tractor, and that didn't really help. So I think we just follow the direction of the sun, and we can't get lost.
We're literally the meanest person I've ever met, but fine.
So I guess, yeah, we're going to start just going straight through the corn towards the sun.
Yeah, you start just pushing your way through the corn, following the sun that you can see off in the distance. And you walk for quite a while. I would say maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. The corn just keeps going. But then eventually you push your way through the corn into this circular opening. And inside the opening stands 2 scarecrows, their silhouettes looming tall against the horizon. Both are constructed from weathered wooden poles and old straw, giving them a rough, rustic appearance. Their clothes, once bright and lively, are now faded and frayed, with tattered overalls and mismatched shirts blowing gently in the breeze. One scarecrow wears a floppy, wide-brimmed hat, its fabric sun-bleached and torn, while the other sports a checkered flannel shirt, the sleeves rolled up to expose the straw-filled arms. Their faces are both expressions of fear, unfinished, stitched together with patches of burlap for features. Button eyes, some cracked or missing, stare out across the field, unblinking. Though they are meant to only ward off birds, there's something oddly frightening about their presence, standing silent like silent sentinels in the warm glow of the afternoon light.
Oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot to. I literally was thinking that too. He was like, oh, and I got these. I wrote that in my notes, damn it. He was like, oh, I got these cool scarecrows in the middle as a prize. Of course they're haunted. Of course Satan ate the scarecrows and now they're killing other people. I vote we burn the scarecrows. What do you think, Doc?
Do you have anything to light them on fire?
Yeah, I have my lighter with me.
I suppose it could, as long as they're far away from lighting the dried corn around us on fire, I imagine it will be a nice way to maybe signal to someone.
Yeah, this could be a signal. It was just established that it's like we're in a clearing. I vote that we burn these fuckers.
Sure thing. Let's get to it. I'll set up a little bit of tea while you're at it, just to take the edge off.
So British.
Doc, you're really starting to grow on me.
So, Brittany, I want you to make a, let's call it a level 4 speed check to try to light these scarecrows on fire.
I got a 13.
Alright, so yeah, you were able to crouch up over toward these scarecrows, and you kind of like strike your lighter, hold it out toward the first scarecrow, and as you get close, you see its head turn and look toward you. But you're quick enough and you get the fire underneath it, and it bursts into flames. And it quickly turns to ash. And the ash floats around into the area, and there's a pile of burnt ash on the ground where it was. And then the other scarecrow that was standing next to it immediately rotates on its stick and turns its head up and looks at you. And I want the two of you to roll initiative.
Okay. So I have an inability. Is that disadvantage?
It's a -3.
Okay.
You said roll initiative, right?
Yep. So just roll a d20.
I got -1.
Okay.
You're killing me here, I can't believe you went to Miskatonic University and you don't know anything.
I'm brewing tea. I'm a little distracted right now.
Wait, so like I'm picturing it that while I'm fighting for my life, burning evil Satan scarecrows, you're just like, man, I've just got a wonderful chai going on. God, you're such a hipster. Dang, James Ritter's a hipster.
So Brittany, what did you roll?
20.
Yeah, so you get to go first. So this scarecrow, he's looking toward you. He rotated on his stick. And you're standing probably about 2 feet away from him.
If she got 20, does she get the major effect or whatever?
Not on the initiative roll, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I have my lacrosse stick with me across my back. I take it off, and I smack it. Like I'm terrified, but I'm surprised, and my immediate reaction to everything is to just kind of like I'm a very like fight as opposed to flight or freeze sort of person. So I just
Sure. So make a might roll. So it's just gonna be a d20, and I will tell
got a
you.
3.
So okay, yeah. So you go to swing your lacrosse stick, and with surprising dexterity, the scarecrow hops on its stick and jumps back out of the way of it, and your lacrosse stick misses. You kind of stumble forward, and then you stand back up. So you can move during your action if you would like, but you've taken your major action of the turn, so you can't do much else.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'd like to move farther away from the evil scarecrow.
Yeah, so you can back up to about where James is. You're a good distance. You're a decent distance away from the scarecrow now. And now it's the scarecrow's turn. So seeing the scarecrows come alive is like nothing you've ever seen before. I mean, you're new to the paranormal business, and so you're both gonna take 2 stress from seeing the scarecrows come alive.
Okay.
So you can add that to your stress box. Not the stress level, but the other stress box. And then the scarecrow is going to hop towards you guys, and it comes up to where James Ritter is, and it's going to make an attack at you. So James, you need to roll either a might roll to try to tough out the attack, or a speed roll to attempt to dodge the attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna try speed.
Okay?
How do I just roll d20?
Yeah, unless you've got something that should make it easier for you.
Not that I know of. I got a 19.
All right, yeah, you're able to swiftly stand up from your T set and take a quick jump back as the scarecrow kind of swings one of its stick arms toward you, and it misses. And now it's on to your turn, James.
James Ritter, you watch your anime, don't you?
I'm gonna look towards the other scarecrow, and I'm gonna see if the stick is still smoldering.
Yeah, there's like a stick there that's still a little ashy.
Okay. Can I spend an XP to say that it's still like burning?
Absolutely. I will take
Okay.
that off of your turn for a player chooses are actually 2 XP. Is that all right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, so that stick is quite ablaze. It is burning like a candle.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the stick out of the ground,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to shove it like a spear towards the scarecrow.
Yeah, so I think you can make yourself either like a might roll to try to stab it in, or a speed roll maybe to try to toss it, throw it like a spear, either one.
It is on fire.
I'm gonna use a speed roll, and I'm going to use my squirm cipher, giving me a jolt of adrenaline that will ease it by 3 steps.
So that will make it completely guaranteed. So you throw that stick from where it was smoldering, and it stabs into the back of the scarecrow, and it kind of turns to you, and then you see a hole appear in its chest from where the stick implanted, and it burns away to ash, and the ash kind of floats away into the sky. And there's a little pile of ash on the ground where he was.
We did it!
Let's go! I'm gonna do like a little Fortnite dance.
Yes, yeah, we're both Fortnite emoting right now.
Many of the themes, backgrounds, lore, and characters in this podcast are based on the Magnus Archives podcast, produced by Rusty Quill. The TTRPG is produced by Monte Cook in partnership with Rusty Quill. This podcast operates under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, Share-alike 4.0 International License. We hope you enjoyed the first episode. Please leave a like or comment to show your appreciation.